Welcome to my channel, Big Speaker Talking Facts TV. Hit that like, subscribe, share, and notification bell if you haven't already done so. Anything that I discuss on this channel is for educational, entertainment, fair use purposes, research, and allegedly. Now, I have to come bring you the news that YELLABEEZY has been released from Collin County Jail. He has posted bond, and those charges are pending, along with any other pending charges. And he will be having to go to court, which in most cases the attorney will go for the client, and unless it's a trial and they request the client to appear in court, the attorney represents the client. So we will have to wait on that, and it could take a while, especially with what we're going through. It has everything backed up. So the court systems and all that are backed up. So cases are taking longer than they have ever taken. But, that when you're celebrity status, they do special things and things that they don't do for people like me and you. And I wanted to touch on also this picture of MO3 that is floating around. It's the picture the day before he was killed. Now, I've seen this man in person, and I personally, it don't look right to me. It looks as if it could be that body, the double that they used for the movie. Now, that's just my opinion, but it don't look like it's Mo3. It just don't. Not because of how his eyes looked or nothing like that, but it just don't look. Mo3 was chubbier. Uh, this person here, the face is, it just something about it. Now I could be wrong, but because certain views and certain way you take pictures, you look different. But uh, when you don't see somebody in person versus just seeing them on a picture or on the internet or whatever, you notice little details that others wouldn't know. But this is just me. But this is a picture that's floating around because they got, oh, he might be alive, oh, he might not be alive. It, you'll never know, because he was approaching the brick record industry and music industry, and so we don't know if Mo3 took some type of oath or whatever, but I know from a video that I watched that Mo3 was talking about, when he went to some parties, that, they'll get up on you or whatever, and he told them, no, get back, I ain't like that. I do remember him making a video like that. So with that being said, in the eyes of those people, that represent all that, because the Freemasonry, once again, I told you, they do run the record and music industry. They run it. They run the world. And you never see these people, but they run the world. And with Mo3 having a 3 in his name, which is one of their popular numbers that they use, a 3, a 6, and a 9. Those are their most popular numbers. And the reason they use a 9 is because you can turn a 9 up and it looks like a 6. So, we don't know if Mo3 took an oath with the occult or not to go ahead and go to the next level. Because I've told you time after time, it is levels to this industry. You don't just go boom and you that nickel. You don't. You, even though you got the talent, that's how you know that the whole music industry is upside down, it's backwards. And that's the way America do. If they show you one thing, it's really another way. And so that's just their little moves that they pull. They it's so unfortunate that you got these real grown old people, and we sitting up here being obedient with this Freemasonry and all this occult and elites, and we're being obedient and don't even know it because of the way that they have conditioned things and made this world. And we sitting up here being obedient to people that we ain't never seen. That's been dead 4, 5, 2, 300 years, all that type of stuff. But one thing about them, they're loyal and they're going to execute whatever they told them to do. They're going to continue to do it. And so we don't, with that being said, we don't know if MO3 took some type of oath or whatever to go to that next level. We don't know because he was busy and he was in Atlanta before he came back to Dallas. He had been hanging, a lot of people don't talk about that, but he had been hanging with Boosie when he did all them videos, them interviews and all that stuff. He had been hanging at Boosie because he, was trying to stay away from Dallas. So he had been hanging with Boosie. He even talked about how Boosie mama came, cooked for him and all that, He had been hanging. His pictures, videos of them in the studio and all that. So, we just don't know. Sometimes it looked like Boosie had something to do with it. Then again, it'll turn around and look like somebody else. With this type of stuff, that's what they want us to do. Because they like to play games. And when I say they, I'm speaking of the Freemasonry. And all those that go down with them, they love it. They love to see us distracted, going 1,000 ways, and they sitting back knowing the truth and sitting back laughing. And I find that very sick and sinister. But that is what they do, in case you don't know. But, hey, this is the world that we live in. And as long as the people sit back and let these people do this, they're going to do it. I thank God that our melanin rappers and all the other rappers got smart like all the other European and other races outside of the melanin races had been doing for years. If they ain't filing bankruptcy, keeping everything they got, they is giving gifts so that they can avoid taxes. That's a tax write-off. I've been processing taxes 30 years. So that is a tax write-off. That's what that is. Moneybag Yo went and bought Yo Gotti a big old necklace, just because he turned him on and this and that or whatever. And then Yo Gotti turned right back around and give Moneybag Yo something. I mean, they do this. Bootsy bought his mama an Escalade truck. What they're doing, and you can use Omni and the Hellcat. He goes now, since he got that tax invasion and all that stuff, and hey, he go buy cars, gifts, because that's tax write-off. That's what they do. And I'm thankful that my melanin rappers have caught on and have started to do that. So a lot of rappers will do that, and you will see that now, where they're buying. They'll even choose people like me and you that may follow them. They may say, if you sure like and post a comment, I'm giving away this. They getting a tax write-off with that. So it's not like you think that they giving you something just because they like you. No, that ain't got nothing to do with that, baby. Anything they do is for them. You believe that? Yes. So if they try to say like they was giving $100, come do this, take that devil juice, and we'll give you $100. Okay, something ought to sound funny to anybody if they paying you to come do anything. But people don't think. They just act. And that's sad. But again, you have to be in touch with your energies. If you're not in touch with your energies and you can't pick up on bad energy and all that, you're going to be lost in this world, baby. I thank God, since I've been young, I've been able to see through things that others don't see with the naked eye or either turn the cheek to. I've always been able to see through it. And I just pray that we get justice for MO3. He did deserve that. And, he was a very talented man. And he worked really hard for that. And, in my heart, I do wish he was alive. But, that's just like when Tupac died. I remember exactly where I was at and how me and my friends cried. And, that Machiavelli, you listen to that song, it jams. I love me some Tupac right to this day. But, I really feel like they took him out too, because he was a very, very intelligent man, very intelligent, and would speak his mind. And when you speak your mind and they can't control you, they want you to be obedient. A lot of people don't know. That's what we are doing. That's why they in control of your school. They don't care about your kids going to school. They want your kids to go to school so that they can learn what they want them to learn, how they want them to learn, when they want them to learn, and they telling them lies. When in actuality, all that stuff, you go to school and taking up that time in school and being tired and all that, you don't even use. Basically, all you need is reading, math, because the history ain't right, you know. But this is good old America that everybody think is so great. And it's not. The justice system is injustice. Because, see, the way it's injustice is because everything is set up like in a ceremonial style. But people don't pay attention to this because they don't go and research and read and all that. And, some people are open Freemasons and some are not. And so they can come in, if they are Freemasons, say be your attorney. And they can do a sign and you not even know it because you can't see it for the naked eye. They tell you that. And that judge going to make that decision because that other person is a Freemason. So, it's all lies, and you'll never really know the truth about anything that's going on. You'll find out one side, then another side, then another side. It's always three sides. Your side, their side, and the truth. And so, until then, all we can do is wait for all this to unveil. Because one thing for sure, Collin County, Dallas County, and any rest of the county that associate with Dallas and Collin County. And one thing I will say, Collin County do not play. They ain't nothing like Dallas. They will light you up. Believe me, when you go through Collin County, you better be going through there like a straight arrow at the right speed. Ain't no 5 over or nothing. You better be acting right. That's all I can tell you about Collin County. They not like Dallas. They well organized. Plenty of money. The people in their city, in their county, has plenty of money. It's predominantly white. So with that being said, they is organizing that money and doing, things that people in Dallas ain't never been able to do. Dallas ain't never been able to handle that money because they got crooked people that work for the city council, for like the commissioners and all the rest of the people. They crooked. So therefore, the money ain't never been able to be right. Never, ever have they been able to have their money right. They can't do nothing right when it comes to money because you got the people within stealing the money. So your money ain't gonna never be right. So these poor kids that go to them schools in Dallas County, I feel sorry for them. I really do. Unless you living in a suburb and your child going to school, going to Dallas DISD, I feel sorry for your child. And that is so sad because they don't have the funding. Because the people that's over the money don't do what they supposed to do. And that's just unfortunate. But they got a long rap sheet of this. And for the life of me, I don't understand why they, like, you got to at least just go and bust them one time. But they won't even bust them wide open one time. But the officers don't care because they not getting paid no money. Because for one, you can't pay your officers no money if you can't keep the money together for your city. How you going to pay the officers a good amount of money and you can't even keep the money right for the city? You can't. So with that being said, people work how they getting paid. When you getting paid good, you ain't notice how you work good. These officers don't get paid good in Dallas County. You know, the only way you can get some money as an officer if you work in Dallas County or for the state of Texas is if you work for being a state trooper or a sheriff. You will make more money then. But if you go and be a Dallas police officer, I'm telling you, you can sit down on your butt and make more money than they make. So they don't care. That's why they don't care. That's why they always getting caught up and, doing stuff with people they ain't got no business. Because they don't get paid enough, so they start to seek other endeavors. The majority of Dallas police officers have second jobs where they're in their uniform and working, part-time at another job getting paid where they get a lot of money and they don't do nothing and they don't care. Everything about them is don't care. It's very few officers that truly care. And that's so unfortunate for the people that live in Dallas. My heart goes out to them because there's no way I would deal with it because most of them don't know their rights. They don't know. As a citizen, you have a right in whatever county or city you live in to file a complaint against an officer. You have a right to ask that officer for his badge number, and he must give it to you. If he don't, people don't know. You can call the police on the police, but people don't know that. But once again, the people in Dallas, they can't trust officers because everything is so crooked. So, your best option is to get on 911 call. At least they'll have a recording. That is if they don't go tamper with that too. Because they do that. I'm just telling you all the things that these dirty people out here doing in this world. I didn't come to play with you tonight. I came to talk to you. It's Friday night. And I ain't got nothing else to do but talk to you. And I'm talking to you about something real. So I hope that somebody done gained something out of this. And I'm going to recap and see how you guys feel about, everything I've talked about with you guys. You let me know how you feel about YELLABEEZY going to jail for all these charges. These are new charges. And they're all felons except the unlawful possession of a weapon. That is a misdemeanor. But the rest of them are new charges. Along with that, unlawful, that's a new charge too. But anytime you got something to do with a child, and you got child endangerment, whatever, baby, let me tell you something. One thing I know and two things for sure. When you hit that jail, you better get your butt up out of there. Because if you don't get your ass out of there, you coming up dead, partner. That's what they do. And the officers are crooked because they will go and tell the people, hey, he in here for this and that. Next thing you know, he dead. So he had to get out of there real fast. If YELLABEEZY hadn't got out of there, they will kill you, baby. Yes, they will. And he better not go to prison. He wouldn't last long. He gonna be in protective custody, but that still don't mean nothing. When you do something to a kid, they call out names. I mean, all you gotta do is watch these documentaries about how they do these prisoners. They put you in cages, and they've shown that putting people in prison does not rehabilitate them unless you catch them within 30 minutes of committing the crime. That is the only way you can rehabilitate the human mind. And they've done all types of researches on this with psychologists, psychiatrists, you name it. And they know this. But they continue to send these people down there knowing that they're not going to be rehabilitated. And when you go down there for a crime of anything to do with raping a woman or a child or anything like that, Oh, baby, you can look out. You ain't gonna last long. You is not gonna last long. So I hope that if these charges are true, especially with a child being involved, that justice is seek for that child. At least that's an innocent child, and whomever the sexual victim is, if that truly happened, then that person needs justice. But the way things are now, I wouldn't be surprised if these charges, you know, get dropped. That's just the way things are right now. Just might as well face reality. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about YELLABEEZY being released from Collin County Jail on the sexual charges, the child endangerment, the unlawful carrying of a gun, and whatever else he might have been in there for. And what happened to these promethazine sanitizer charges? And they both are out of Collin County. And, let me know how you feel about it. Because a child was involved. And that's not cool by no means. I don't care who you is. You can be my mama. But if you do something to a child, you're wrong. That's just right. It's either you're wrong or you're right. It ain't no in the middle. No. No. Ain't no in the middle. It's either wrong or right. And that's the problem with people. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about YELLABEEZY being freed from jail on bond for these charges. All these charges are pending, along with any other charges he may have. How about these rappers giving these gifts and, catching on to the game? That's the way you beat tax evasion, by giving gifts and giving money and all that, because that's a tax write-off, And about this MO3 picture floating around here, saying that he possibly could be alive and all this, People are going to have many stories about anything when something happened. They're going to have a lot of, opinions. And we are all entitled to that. And my recommendation to anyone that has love for MO3, I recommend that you watch everybody that is talking about MO3. Whether you subscribe to them or not is left up on you. But you watch everybody that's talking about MO3 and you put all that together and you make a conclusion from what you have gathered. Because that's how I come upon, the bloggers that are discussing the MO3 case. Because that's someone I knew. So whenever he passed, me and my son, we quickly went to YouTube. Because we seen it as soon as he passed. And the way they're showing the footage now is not the way the footage was shown at first. And I'm telling you what God loves. Because there was a helicopter on the scene filming. And this, what they're showing, it ain't going with what we saw. So, hey, good old Dallas City. That's what, hey, the city of Dallas, Triple D, whatever you want to call them, they known for doing dirt. So, hey, when you got dirt in the game, things gonna be muddy. And if something muddy, the only way you're gonna be right is if you take it and wash it and clean it. So what that tell you? They need to do some cleaning around that house. I'm gonna need y'all to let me know how y'all feel about all this. I'm gonna talk with y'all tonight on Friday. Let me know how you feel about what the big speaker done discussed with you tonight. And I appreciate you guys for watching my video. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, share, and notification bell so that each time I come with news, you will know. And once again, I thank you for watching my video. Y'all stay safe out there. It's the Big Speaker talking facts. I'm out. Peace, my brothers and sisters.